The term hardcore in gaming means one life, no do-overs and no second chances. It's the ultimate survival challenge for anyone looking for a little extra thrill to their gaming experience. Which is great and all, if you're not me. See, I've attempted this before, and I've come to a very important conclusion. I might actually be terrible at it. So, let's roll the dice yet again and see if we can make a forever world. Hello, and welcome to a hardcore series that I'm trying to do. It's just going to be a little cozy playthrough, but I hope you'll stick with me for the journey, and hopefully we'll survive a little more than 5 seconds in this world. But first up, let's get some basic resources down, and let's try and find somewhere that's a little bit better than this. Oh, and there's a village. Okay, this isn't a complete write-off. Is there going to be a chest here? Yes. Okay, this isn't too bad. Couple of lodestones is nice. Boss protection. Okay, this is good, this is good. Okay, come here, buddy. You shall be my first injection of iron. Awesome. I shall even plant the flowers in your remembrance. Do these guys not have anything? No, you're Fletcher. I don't really need you, though. Not yet, anyway. I need food more than anything. And so I murdered my way across the countryside like my name was on a wanted poster. Animals feared me coming. But finally, my murder spree led me to something that I'd been searching for thousands of blocks. Perfect. This will be my good little starter village. We've got one up there as well. I think this will be a good starter location. There we go. I'll even put down the poppies. I had realized since my failed attempt at a hardcore world just previous to this that mining wasn't going to be something that I would have any interest in. So if my iron golem heists were anything to go by, I needed an automatic way to get iron before I could even think of building a starter house. But with that, of course, came the grind, the tedium, the resource grind. And let me tell you, I hated doing this with only stone tools. It was the most boring activity I've done. But I did find something that was so interesting and such an accelerant into the future that I have massive plans for it. Alright, I have to cut the montage here because I hear a lot of zombies over here. And that could only mean one thing. And if I'm right about that one thing, oh, we're about to have an absolute jackpot. Do you hear all that? Now, it could just be nothing. That's a lot. That's a lot. Oh my gosh. That is a lot. Okay, where are you? You sound like you're either above me or below. There you are. Alright, we gotta find where they're actually coming from. It's gotta be somewhere like here. Ow, they can hit me through corners. Okay, good to know. Don't really have the tools. This is a lot of zombies. There's gotta be a spawner, right? Where are you all coming from? Let's just slowly light it up, I guess. And there it is. I knew it was here. Okay, we're not going to do the same mistake we made. We're going to instead just light it up. I'm going to light it up as much as possible. Yikes. I can't believe it spawned without any chests. Oh my gosh, that's such a ripoff. That's okay. It's close enough to where I want everything to be. Wow. This is a lot. This is a lot of zombies. Oh my gosh. Nope, 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 nope. Not dealing with that. Of course. Okay, well, I have enough stuff to make a stone axe, so let's do that. Let's pack away some of this stuff. Okay. We are playing this very safe. That's okay. Come on. Where are you going? Come here. Oh my gosh. I can't believe we found a spawner. We have been insanely lucky. Like, insanely lucky. Put this iron while I'm here. Wow. Okay, this is super lucky. This is crazy. Okay. And now it is night. So let's sleep. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. We have a zombie spawner that is going to be so good for early game XP. We're going to build that zombie farm out and we're going to level up some villagers to get some better tools and hopefully some better enchants. It's super meta, I know that, but I think for my sanity's sake, I have ambitions for what I want to do here that I just can't realize just with a stone shovel. So I think that's what we're going to do. Awesome. It's not the fastest thing in the world, and definitely could have been a better design, but it works. And that's the main thing. It's karma approved. With XP now sorted, it was up to me to do something that I had honestly been dreading since having the idea of making an iron farm, and that is villager management. I absolutely hate these creatures, I swear. They're some of the worst mobs in Minecraft, but they are so, so useful. I knew if I didn't want to go mining and take the easy way out, this would be the only option, was to make an iron farm. But in my infinite wisdom, I didn't take any of the villagers from my village because I had plans for putting those in a breeder later on. So instead, I climbed the mountainside, braved the wilderness, and tried to steal some from the village up there. Well, unfortunately, my audio for some reason didn't record during this. Just know that I am cursing these villagers with every fiber of my being for being so uncooperative during this process. I swear they have a mind of their own and not in a good way. And then, as if there wasn't enough salt in the wound already, when I was trying to get a zombie, a creeper decided that they were going to dive bomb me and give me an absolute heart attack because of how much damage they did. This is why I need an iron farm, guys. I don't have any armor except the gold pants that I've got on. So this is like a must do. I feel so squishy, it's not even funny. Since I was having absolutely no luck finding any zombies that could pick anything up, I decided to pivot because my life was being put in danger more often than not during this night. So, if I could get a villager to be converted into a zombie villager, I had an inkling that I could possibly get this to work. So that's what I did. But in the end, it kind of was all for nothing because I didn't even end up using this guy because I had another mishap happen while I was building that kind of made this guy obsolete. Once day rose the next morning, it was finally time to be the pirate of the Caribbean that I had always wanted. It was time for my villager heist, and let me tell you, this went a lot more smoothly in my head than it actually did in practice. This was so much more annoying than I could have imagined, and I was even using the most simple method, which was boats to get them around. With the villagers now finally secured, it was time to start on my iron farm, which was created by this lovely creator here and is one of the most simple ones I could find. But of course, we can't forget about the main star of the show, which is villagers. And oh my gosh, trying to get them up places when you have no iron for minecart rails or anything like that was definitely a test of will. Let me tell you, it took me so long to get them here. Now it was time to get the final component of this iron farm to get it operational, and that is the zombie. Now, I know I had that one on the top of the cliff, but after my boat shenanigans with the villagers, I was not interested in repeating that for something that can burn in the daylight. So I thought to source local and just try and find one in the plains around here. Come on, buddy. Here you go. Awesome. Now, with the reverse of a melatonin pill put in there, it was time to finish up the rest of the farm. And when I told you that this was a simple farm, I was not kidding. This took me maybe like 5 or so minutes to put together, and it is working absolutely amazingly, which is incredible. But of course, it's me we're talking about, and something of course had to go wrong. If you could hear, one of my villagers accidentally clipped through some of the trapdoors and got absolutely eaten for breakfast the next morning. And to say I was a little bit flustered at this point would be an understatement, because now I had to go find another villager. Talk about ironic, am I right? I wanted to use a zombie villager for this farm, and in the end, I got what I wanted anyway. And they say Minecraft doesn't have a sense of humor. So with that catastrophe now solved and a mental breakdown kind of had in the process, I went back to finishing off my glorious iron farm because I needed this so bad. I was so upset at the villager dying that the only thing that could cheer me up was having this finally working. And oh boy, did it not take long to get it to actually work. This farm is one of the most simple to set up, and I was so happy with it. So now was the time that I was finally waiting for. I would actually get to dip my toes into building, and oh gosh, it was going to be a doozy. Now, while I would love to say that this forest is finished, it is not even close. But I wanted this to be out at a certain time, so this is the best we've got right now, which at night, it is absolutely magical to walk through. I am so proud of this. It will eventually expand much further, but for now, it is an absolutely glorious thing to walk through. The ambiance is just super nice in here. Now, as you can see, I do now have diamond tools, and that's thanks to that guy there and one up on the hill that will be part of next episode, so no spoilers for that. But this guy here is a lovely toolsmith that I managed to level up to give me the tools that I am needing right now. So, with all that being said, and with this lovely forest in the background, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you did, make sure just to leave a like. I much appreciate it. I'm really trying something new with this hardcore survival. I'm not very good at Let's Plays, as you can tell, but I'm trying to get better at that skill as we progress and move forward. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.